What up, what up, what up? I'm Jake.
I'm Jim.
Welcome to Secret Hideout, place we talk you can't bring to the dinner table.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Enzo, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's our Christmas episode.
This one's dropping special on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so tomorrow's Christmas.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Or if you're listening to it on Christmas, today's Christmas.
Yeah. Or if you're listening to it month after Christmas, it was Christmas.
It was Christmas.
So, just so you know, if you can tell by my getup, my whole getup just screams Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wolf. Howling at the moon.
Yeah, the bandana. Nothing screams Christmas more than
We out here blooded.
bandanas
We blooded.
and gold chains,
That's what I'm saying.
you know?
Oh, man.
So what are we talking about this episode?
Dude, we're fucking talking about this guy.
Santa Claus?
For sure. Look at that guy. That's G'd out Santa. G'd out Santa. Talk about some things. I did watch a really cool documentary on HBO Max.
Is this pop culture we're getting into?
We're not getting. I'm just talking.
Okay.
Prefacing it.
Okay.
It's a sick documentary. It's called Life of Crime, I believe. And it follows these guys from fucking like the 80s to 2021. And it's just these petty thieves. And they literally followed them for 30 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my buddy at work was telling me about that.
Yeah.
He said it's really good.
Dude, it's really good. It's fucking really,
bringing up
really
here?
good.
Okay. So we're talking about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. God, we're talking about Saturn.
Saturn connection between Saturn and Santa.
Yeah, Saturn and Santa.
You know,
There's something there. A bunch of other shit.
was Santa part of this Black Eye Club?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't think so.
And so I don't think so, guys. You shut up about Santa.
No, they talk about a bunch of stuff. Christmas movies, man. I mean,
Oh shit! Look at that one.
we talked about last episode a little bit of our favorite Christmas movies to talk about.
And so
Enzo found them.
Santa with the black eye.
Yeah, we might talk about the Black Eye Club because we didn't talk about it last episode. So.
Yeah, you kept saying it.
Yeah, I know.
You kept bringing it up.
Well, we were constricted with time last episode.
And then
so.
we didn't. We just never talked about it.
So we might talk about it this episode.
Okay,
That's the beauty of these.
All right.
know?
So like always, why don't we hop into some pop culture?
Pop it, baby.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got, Jim?
I got that Life of Crime. Man, it was heavy. So
This is on HBO. You said?
HBO Max. You got to check it out. It follows these low-level thieves in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Newark, New Jersey, and it's fucking like it's just wild, and they just go in and out of jail. I don't want to spoil it because there is kind of a spoiler to it, but I want you guys to check it out. And I really want to suggest it to the listeners because it's really fucking awesome. Like, it's kind of fucked up how the guy who was filming it was just watching these guys
Like ruin their lives.
ruin their lives. Like this guy right here. Hold up real quick, Hans. This guy right here. He's kind of the main. He's the theme of my outfit today. Actually, is this guy right here. Like, he's just like, he's so charismatic, and he was such a character. It was almost like I understood why this guy followed him. But, it goes up and down.
So it's 3 criminals,
Yes.
and it goes from go up, Enzo. Goes from 1984 to 2020.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm going to spoil it because it's
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I gotta get a spoiler.
Check. Yeah, spoiler alert.
Pop it, baby.
Yeah. That's whenever you hear that noise, we're going to have a spoiler. Okay. That's what's going to happen. But so it follows them, and it's that guy that we just showed on the screen, who was on the screen, or not Jake. But it's that guy, and then this chick who he was fucking with when she was a teenager. So it was real bad stuff. He had her in his car when she was in high school still.
Oh, okay.
And they all get hooked to drugs. They all get hooked on fucking heroin in Newark, New Jersey. And am I saying that right? Newark?
I think so.
Newark? Yeah.
Newark.
Yeah.
Newark, New Jersey. And they get hooked on
How did,
heroin.
what came first, New York or New York? Newark.
That's a good question. I don't
You
know.
know, like I feel like one of them copied off each other. Like New York. No, it's New York.
Well, that's probably what it actually came from, was the slangs. Because they have different slangs in those areas.
Okay, so so
it follows
so they all
them.
die.
They all die. They all do die. And they all die from like fucking gnarly ass drug addictions. And it shows them getting on and off drugs
So
throughout the years.
this sounds really depressing.
Oh, dude, it's super depressing. And when
What'd
you
you
look,
like
So a
about it?
really good thing to watch.
For Christmas?
yeah, I would
Christmas.
I would definitely forefront it with my Christmas episode, being that watch these drug addicts just fucking.
We're like, hey, it's our Christmas episode. You guys gotta watch these 4 drug addicts
destroy their lives.
destroy their lives. It's beautiful.
Well, what's fucked up about it, to be on the secret hideout level, is the last chick. You think the last chick's gonna make it?
Yeah.
All right, she's been clean for fucking 13 years. She's the only one, and then fucking COVID hits, and she loses all of her fucking
shit.
meetings,
Yeah.
all this
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
and she fucking ends up getting fucking murked out on a $5 bag of heroin that she copped.
Damn.
And it's just like, it was kind of fucked up, and it kind of threw shade at like the
She
COVID
hot, though?
lockdowns. No,
Okay.
no, nobody's hot. Like it's weird to see them all like what drugs do to them too. It's one of
Yeah.
those, it's cool for that. It's an hour and a half. It's or maybe it's 2 hours, but it's pretty quick watch.
Yeah.
It's not like a docu series.
Right.
It's definitely, I don't know why.
Can I
should
interrupt
watch
you
it.
real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm really parched right now. I could really go for a nice beverage.
Dude. Check this out right behind you, dude. The guy's got you.
Oh, thanks.
The guy's
Enzo.
got
What
you.
is this?
It's that liquid death.
Liquid Death.
Oh,
Oh, my
wow.
gosh.
Yeah, there you go. God bless him.
Ah.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Just
about.
want to let everybody know that Jim has been threatening me. About me talking shit about Liquid Death, so I was forced to do that.
Drink it up. Drink it. Label out. Label out. Label out. There you go. They fucked that up. Yeah, watch this movie.
Okay,
about
yeah, so
a
watch
bunch
the really
of drugs.
depressing-
But
yeah.
don't watch it at Christmas time. But
Yeah.
just watch it. That's
So
what
pop it on for the whole family.
Yeah, I mean, full disclosure, like I haven't really done all my Christmas watching yet. Like I haven't watched my Christmas movies. I know it is the Christmas time right now, but these are.
Yes, you have.
Have I watched them?
You watched all your Christmas.
All of
movies,
them?
'cause
Are we-
it's Christmas Eve.
Are
so,
we, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've had plenty of time.
My bad.
yeah, like I watched Home Alone
No, you
1 and 2.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
And I watched Love Actually.
I don't even fucking believe
Do your
it.
kids watch Harry Potter this time of year?
No, we don't. I don't allow.
Is that
I don't
Christmas?
allow
You don't
witchcraft,
allow witchcraft?
in my house.
Is that Christmas?
No, I'm kidding.
It's very
Uh,
Christmassy in some ways.
They're not old
not
enough
into
for Harry Potter.
I got you. That's right.
But is that what you watch, Enzo?
Yeah.
Is that your
I would
Christmas?
watch Harry Potter during this time of year. Yeah, all 7 or 8.
Okay, so wait a minute. You can watch. Last episode. You were talking about how you ain't got no time for fucking movies. After we list all these bomb ass movies, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
like-
yeah, I'm gonna watch all 8 Harry Potters
No,
before
no.
Christmas.
See, I wouldn't sit and watch it. I would just have it on in the background because I've already seen them once. You know what I mean? Like for me to watch a movie and discuss it with you on your level, that means I need to like have nothing else going on, and I just need to be solely focused on the movie.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna be gone in a second.
You want to pause it real quick?
Yeah,
pause it. Fix it up.
yeah.
Hey, we're back.
We back.
We back.
We back.
Yeah. So we were talking about all the Christmas movies we watched
Yeah.
because it's Christmas
It's Christmas Eve.
Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is. It doesn't really matter.
No, this is actually we just put on clothes. We just put on Christmas clothes.
This is
We did 2 episodes in one.
that motherfucker beat me to the full
Yeah,
disclosure.
no, dude. I
You
thought you were
believe this
about to do that. That was about to
motherfucker?
be good
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he took the funny out of it.
Stole that shit.
Oh, was it? You had a funny plan?
I had a funny plan, dog.
Oh, okay. You gonna beat me up now?
Yeah.
You got your bandana on?
Did we talk about that already? That I'm a bully? You want to talk more about that?
You Dallas Buyers Club looking
Dude,
motherfucker
There
right
was
now.
a kid, my homie Brian.
Yeah.
He was like, I made his childhood hell.
You made his
When
childhood?
we were in elementary school.
Do I know him?
Maybe.
Brian who?
I don't know.
You can't say his name.
No. Brian Cranky. Yeah, I can. Do you know him? You
don't
might
remember.
not. But he was like, he told me that me and the homie Matt made his life hell. And I was like, and I was close with this guy later in life. And I was like, really close. And I was like, really?
Wait, do I know him?
Yeah, you know him. He used to hang out at the Asmar house.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was kind of,
Oh,
but
okay.
I was a bully. But
Yeah.
I didn't ever know I was a bully.
I don't think you were a bully. But you were just a bigger dude, and you were.
That's what I'm saying.
We're boys. Boys are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, this is great Christmas talk. I'm fucking slaying this up. I used to be a bully. Now let's talk about it.
Yeah, let me talk about this life of crime documentary. And then about how I used to be a bully.
I don't know.
Oh, by the way, we lied. We just changed outfits.
Yeah, we did that already. They know now
I know. I'm just saying the events.
everything that happened here.
This is
We're
a
just-
horrible, depressing
We're a sham.
sham of
we're
a
a
Christmas special. It's
Christmas-
all right. You're gonna put like jingle
Ching,
bells
ching, ching.
and stuff.
During this whole thing.
Yeah.
Underneath this whole thing, I'll
You
just
have it
have
snowing.
Sleigh bells are rocking this whole time.
Yeah. I don't have any pop culture.
It's the Christmas episode. We just talk about our favorite Christmas movies, man. That's what we do. We really break them. We really get into them. We talk about our Christmas movies.
I feel like we talked about movies
And-
last episode.
Did we talk about everything last episode?
Did we?
Probably.
We didn't talk about the Black
The Black Eye
Club.
Yeah. We're supposed to
If
talk
you
about
guys
that.
are still fucking with this right now, this is one of those ones where we fucking bless you for just hanging in there with us. Just doing this
It's good.
thing.
It'll go right. They'll feel the Christmas spirit soon.
I'm having chimes underneath this whole thing.
That's
Ching,
fine.
ching,
That's
ching,
fine.
ching.
On that note, though, of Christmas, I want to talk about the new Matrix video game that came out.
Okay. I see the Christmas segue there.
Yeah. You know. But so they released a tech demo version of the new Matrix video game, Matrix Awakens, on PS5 and Xbox. What is it? What's Xbox on? Like 4?
I'm not sure what it is. It's like Xbox
X
S
series
or something, or
Yeah.
S series.
And it's made in the Real Engine thing. I don't know. I'm not a big
Unreal
gamer.
5 engine. It's like
Yeah.
a type of
Unreal.
graphics, like engine
Generator?
basically that they
Yeah.
use to like develop or to do like the physics and the art of the game.
Isn't it like open source too?
This particular one or
I
Unreal?
think like Unreal Engine.
yeah,
Can't
like,
anybody use it?
Other companies can develop on it basically.
Yeah, like anybody can develop on it. I think.
This sounds
I'm
like
not-
some deep fake shit. Is this shit
mean,
being used
this
for
is
Well,
deep fakes?
like-
Here's the
Probably.
thing. Here's the thing. So it's a demo. It's a demo, and you can't really do much, from what I understand. I'll never play it because I don't have a PS5 or a new Xbox, and from what I hear, you can't get PS5s right now. They're just like sold
Because of
out
the
everywhere.
chip shortage and shit.
Yeah. Switches are the same way. You can't get like a Switch anywhere. But anyways, so from what I hear, it's all you can really do on it is you can fly and you can walk around the city and you can drive. And then there's one mode where like you're being chased by the agents in a car and you got to shoot all the agents as they're jumping on cars and shit. It's like the highway scene in Reloaded.
Okay.
But you got to check this shit out, dude. It's getting praise for like how realistic it looks.
It's right here. We have a.
Play that video.
Why don't you
real
play
quick.
that video? Put that up for the peeps.
Let's make sure it's at the top of the screen, right? Okay.
Well, it's probably gonna look a little bit like shit to you guys, but
So it looks better than the movie.
I
The new
think
movie looks.
I think that was just a little teaser.
Oh, that was a little teaser.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to like I don't know.
gameplay or whatever.
Let's see what this is.
Trailer. But as we wait, it like all the footage I saw, like it does look fucking fantastic. I don't know. Did you guys ever play the Matrix games?
I actually did, yeah.
There was two.
I don't think so. I don't think I did.
There was
ever.
like Enter the Matrix or something, and then like Path of Neo. I never played the Path of Neo one, but the first Matrix game, which was for like PS2, was fucking dope. Like they had like focus mode where he goes in slow motion.
Yeah, you can dodge stuff.
Yeah, that shit was. And I remember putting in cheats that you had unlimited slow motion, and that shit made it real fun. So we're watching this, no sound. Can we put some sound? You can turn off that Red Wing shit and play the sound. Just go to like, this is like a I mean, I guess you can see.
I love that.
I don't know why the Red Wings are still on there.
It's one of the tabs.
I'm like,
on
this
there.
ain't mashing up, dog. Jingle bells, jingle
Just
bells.
go
jingle
type in
bells.
type in gameplay. Type in Matrix gameplay. Matrix Awakens gameplay.
This is it right here.
This is it right here. Yeah, that's gameplay.
Wow,
That shit looks like trash.
Well, it's because whatever's
Yeah.
playing, it's like fucking. Why is it
Plus, this
playing
isn't
so
on like
shitty?
a brand new like 75-inch TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta look at like. I mean, look at what's going on in this. Like they're all disappearing and they're dodging bullets.
It actually looks like it'd be a fun VR game, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but I mean, like you gotta see like when they walk around the city and shit. It's not fucking the frame rate is not butchered.
No, yeah.
It's like the worst way you can watch something like this.
Let's look
Yeah.
for gameplay.
It's not even on the screen anymore. No one's watching it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, it looks really good. Like it looks. I mean, it still looks like a video game, but it's
Yeah.
definitely next level. You're seeing what they're doing, which is kind of scary. How good it looks is getting kind of scary when we talk about like simulation theory, about how like eventually we're going to get to a point where we can't distinguish what's real and what's not.
Yeah, I mean, once you put the VR goggles on in that game, like,
Yeah,
I'm sure
exactly.
you're like immersed in there.
And they're talking about how like one of the aspects that makes it so realistic is the is how they're portraying light. Like there's a program in there that's portraying light reflection accurately,
Ray tracing.
and that's like the biggest component that makes it realistic is like reflection and everything like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, and
Yeah.
how light is bouncing off everything, and like that's why it like that level has been stepped up. That game has been stepped up in that. So I think that's kind of cool because you don't really think about that, you know, like just in general, like
No, that's
how important lighting is.
But that shit's so scary of how, like you were saying, how it is becoming indistinguishable. Like, especially when you probably have HD, fucking HD
Yeah, you could probably click on some of those images.
VR
Enzo.
on, and you're like in the world with the haptic feedback suit on. Some
Yeah.
Ready Player One shit.
And now apparently you can turn off. I guess you could turn off. There's like a filter. There's like a matrix filter that I think you could turn on and off. I'm not sure. I haven't played this, nor will I probably ever. But and like the matrix filter gives it like that green hue, and if you turn that off, it's even more like realistic looking.
Oh, because then you're in the Matrix.
Yeah.
You don't even know it. I almost feel like they should have done the movie like all. I don't know. We'll see what this.
I hate
movie's
how
like.
Neo looks. Like
Is
just
this
like look at that. Like that. Like that's like it's like Neo and Trinity, but it just looks like Keanu Reeves like giving an interview.
Yeah, like that's what you
Yeah.
imagine Keanu Reeves. Yeah, exactly. I feel you.
It doesn't
Like
feel
that looks like
it
his,
doesn't feel like Neo to me.
Is he too separate now from the? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so.
He looks too much like John Wick too. So that's the other
Yeah.
thing. It's like you really you correlate that with John Wick's image,
How would you expect him to like dress and stuff?
like fucking
Like
Neo.
fucking Neo,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like
Shave-
tight
shave
leather,
his face.
like fitted leather.
Well, it looks like
suit.
they're in the Matrix, right?
Yeah, I get it.
When does that drop? That has to drop today.
That
too.
drops the 20. It would have dropped 3 days ago.
Yeah.
The 22nd. It
Okay.
dropped.
So we would have watched it by now, or no?
No, we'll talk about it next episode.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do a whole. We've done like a little
We're-
teaser to the. Matrix.
You're gonna watch that, right, Enzo?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Dude, I don't know if I'm
You write
gonna
that
watch
shit
this
down.
one, dude.
Yeah,
to
we
be
gotta
honest,
watch it.
Really?
This, yeah, I don't know, dude. I think the bandana's got me fucked up. I was
Is it
like,
gonna ruin it for you?
I don't know, maybe, dude. I like that Baby Yoda shirt though.
Yeah, that's what I'm wearing.
So what is? So what?
Tomorrow,
We were talking a little bit of that last episode. You said that he's not Baby Yoda.
No, he's not Baby Yoda.
No, what is he?
He's just the same species.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the only time we've ever seen Yoda species.
Is there only one of them in this one too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it doesn't go to like an.
And he's like I think he's like 50 years old. He's like either 50 or 100 years old in this.
Okay.
You know,
Is he badass in it?
he's a baby.
He's still a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a little baby. But yeah, he's like the cutest thing you've ever seen. He really is. Like they fucking hit the mark on like
Whatever it is.
that Star Wars cute animal. Like they didn't do that in the new one.
No.
They tried doing it with those porg things, those
Okay.
little birds
Okay.
that Chewbacca eats. I don't know if you got there.
I'm not sure.
They're like these little birds that live on the island with Luke.
Isn't that the one? The ones that I saw
Oh, I know
are
what
the
you're talking
ones that he
about.
like milks on the island. You know.
No, those aren't birds. Those are like
Whatever the fuck
those are
those
like
things are.
seals or some shit with tits. Yeah,
Seals.
some seal titties. He fucking
Yeah,
milk.
I saw that and I was like, I love this Luke Skywalker. He's amazing.
But yeah, they tried doing it with that. I guess they had BB-8, who is like the cute thing, the robot. But no, they hit the fucking mark with the child.
Is that what he's called in the show?
He's called the child
The child.
until you find out his name.
So yeah.
But yeah, he's badass.
So what is he though? He's just a younger version of the Yoda that we know of, or like
No, he's just the same species.
Same species,
He's just
but-
a baby of that species.
gotcha. And he doesn't necessarily have any powers.
Nah, I didn't say that shit.
Really?
I didn't say that shit at all.
No, you already told us everyone dies at the end, so or something last episode.
No, I'm not spoiling anything on here on this one.
No.
We had some spoilers on the last one,
Yeah, I heard that.
but you know, in case you didn't listen or you don't want to hear more spoilers, I'm not gonna put any.
Alright.
Baby Yoda's just
Baby Yoda's dope.
I feel that.
He's cute. So he was called Baby Yoda because nobody knew what to call him. So he was called either a child or Baby Yoda. That was like the meme that came out.
And they don't know about Yoda, or do they?
I think they do.
They do.
Yeah.
And that's why they preserve this.
I would think. I
child.
don't know. I don't know how they view Yoda on there actually,
They don't really even
because it's
bring
hard
that
to
up.
tell because Yoda went into hiding in the episode 3,
Yes,
and so that was a pretty long time ago.
5 years, right?
No,
More than that.
this Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like
So Yoda went into hiding in episode 3.
okay. Right on, right on.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if these people know him or not. Probably heard of him.
Back on the Mandalorian until one of us watches the Mandalorian. Jake will bring up the Mandalorian every episode, and then once we watch it, we'll just glance over it.
You think so?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
There's 3 seasons of it.
You said
There's
what you got in those notes
2.
over there, dog? What you looking
Oh,
at?
I'm getting there. I wanted to bring up the Matrix
Yeah.
video game. And then next episode we're going to talk about the movie.
We'll have a big episode on the Matrix.
Right on.
We'll do a whole Matrix episode.
I read a great article about how the Terminator franchise can be fixed, and I thought it was brilliant because it's a brilliant take on it, and I think it's completely right. They're talking about how the Terminator like part T2 came out, and it's like considered one of the greatest action movies ever made,
Yes.
if not the greatest action movie ever made,
Yes.
which I wholeheartedly agree with.
That's James Cameron.
That's James
Yeah.
Cameron's the greatest action movie ever made. But they're talking about how every other Terminator that came after it is trying to fill that shoe.
And they
They're
never
trying to
will.
recreate that movie, the greatest action movie ever.
Yes.
And they can't. Right? It did its thing. It became legendary. It's untouchable. Set the bar too high, right? So, and that's why they're saying that's why they keep failing. So they keep trying to recreate T2, where what they should do is take it back to its roots and make it more horror, like T1. Like if you look at T1 is real horror-esque. It is a horror movie. It's like a sci-fi horror. T2, he bumped it up. He did like what he did to Aliens. First one was
Did
horror.
James Cameron do the first one too?
James Cameron did the first one. That was his first big movie.
Okay.
All right, now you're talking my language with Terminator.
You've
Okay?
seen Terminator.
I've seen Terminator,
Yeah.
and I like that thing. What I was gonna say is not just making it horror, but I actually like Terminator 1 when they show like in the future that guy comes to the door and they have the dogs barking and it ends up being like a Terminator when he breaks into the like human
Compound.
the human compound.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Like I think they should take it back and explore the lore of like all that shit and like how it actually goes down. That's what I
well, they kind of did that with Salvation. Did you watch Salvation?
was that the one with Christian Bale?
Yeah,
I did watch it, but it just I was like
I really like
you
that.
like
one.
that one?
I
one's
really
good.
like that one. I was hoping they were going to go further into that, which they were supposed to, because they didn't really explain much. They didn't explain why the lead character was the way he was. How he was half man, half machine.
Yeah, like I also thought I would have liked to see them go into it more, There's a video game that I really like. It's a Terminator one and it takes place in the time period that we're talking about and it's like excellent, I think.
What's that?
I
Bring that
forget-
up.
It's here, let's look it up.
While you bring that up, let me go back to the article. So, like, if you look at Terminator as a movie, it's very, it's Michael Myers. It's Halloween, and it came out like 3 years after Halloween did, and it's basically Michael Myers but a robot.
Yeah.
It's just a dude stalking a young female the entire movie, and he's like untouchable. You can't kill him, like if you get in his way, you're gonna die.
So how do you think they should bring that back though?
They should just bring it back, like have another story.
And go that route with it, but
Yeah.
just go like the right way.
But what they need to do is they need to bring that film look back.
Yeah, which
Film it on fucking film, make it gritty looking, make it a timepiece or something, like have it take place in 94,
Yeah, the Terminator's a great series, man. I can't find I think it might be
Terminator's not a great series.
You don't think so?
Part 1 and part 2 are good,
I like the lore.
and Salvation is good. So yeah, the lore is cool.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
And I think you have to get into the video games of it too to kind of touch on those.
What was this video game for?
I'm looking for it. I have it on PC. And
I
it
remember
came
the
out in
I remember
beginning
the
of
arcade
pandemic.
game.
Oh yeah, dude. The arcade game was
Yeah,
sweet.
they're actually coming out with a home version of that. It's like $500.
Really?
Yeah, it's like one of those ones you see at like Walmart, like the Ninja Turtle one.
Oh. But badass.
I mean, it's gonna be that game. So what was that for? 360?
No, it's not this one. Yeah, I'm still looking for it. That's crazy. I have it on my computer.
Okay. Well, why don't you bring
Resistance,
up that?
that's what it's called, I think.
It was for PC though.
Yeah,
Was it PC only?
it might have been. It's made by this is it, Terminator Resistance. It's like a 2019 first-person shooter, and it's developed by
2019.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's awesome, dude.
Okay. Well, bring it up. Can you play this on Xbox? Can I get this on Switch, bro?
Let's look for a website that we
You
can.
can't get shit on Switch, bro.
No, you probably get it on Xbox though.
Here,
You taking a long time.
IMDb. There we go. Well, I'm looking for the best site to bring it up at.
Terminator Resistance.
Yeah, It's pretty good, and I think it's a Polish developer.
And what is it? Takes place. Click on some of those pictures.
Okay.
Are the peeps seeing this?
Oh yeah.
If you want to see what we're talking about, just go to our YouTube page and watch this on YouTube at Secret Hideout Podcast. So this is during the resistance part in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that Donald Glover?
I think it was.
Looks like him, yeah.
Okay. All right. It's Donald
Danny Glover, you mean?
Or Danny Glover,
yeah. Donald Glover's
son.
He's the
Dad.
rapper. Yeah.
yeah, the rapper from that movie we talked about last podcast actually.
Hey, that's the T-1000.
What movie?
One of the ones you brought up, he's in.
Oh well, yeah.
Bring up Terminator Home Arcade.
This game actually looks.
The
Fucking
dude,
It's
the actor
very
we
true
talked
to
about,
1 and 2.
Anton Yelkin.
sweet. Yeah.
He played in Salvation. He was Kyle Reese.
Oh.
He was young Kyle Reese.
Oh. I have to see Salvation again too. I saw that in theaters and I really liked it, but
See?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
No, bring up like the
Gameplay.
like no, not gameplay. Like go to like shopping now. Go up.
All right, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to show that they're releasing it for at home. Home counts. Home. Type in home game.
I can't even imagine
Terminator
what that would
2
look like as a home game.
release.
Because that's what I'm trying to show you. But
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
go to like fucking Walmart or something and just type in. Like,
It is hard.
all right, so I'm just gonna bring up something else since this is.
Oh
This
wait,
is-
here we go. Buy Terminator 2.
He like accidentally buys it.
Yeah.
I have
So
to-
yeah. Anyways, they should just bring it
Terminator
back to a horror, and that can fix a lot of stuff.
Is it this right here?
No, it's like one of those right there. But keep going. Okay, so maybe it's not out yet. So that's probably why it's not up in there. But it looks like one of those.
Okay,
But it has the guns.
I got you.
Someone bring up something.
Someone bring up something. He says, "Oh man, I don't even know, man."
Well,
Fucking-
what should we talk about? It's Christmas. Should we talk about the Passion of the Christ?
The Passion of the Christ, is that something to watch at Christmas, right?
I mean,
Think-
you
I
can
mean,
watch it anytime,
Think
but
you
yeah.
give it a go.
Dude, why did I find this in like 3 seconds, guys?
What did you type?
Huh? I found it in 3 seconds.
Let me see it.
That's what it's gonna look like.
So it does just.
I
look
typed in
like-
T2 home arcade game.
So it's pretty much just. It's just what the arcade version of the game is. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. It's because you're using that bullshit searching site, Enzo.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on some retro game shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is? Are you must? You must.
That's
have been
crazy though. So where do you put that in your?
You just go to
house,
Best
though?
Buy. Go to Best Buy and type in
Yeah, he goes to the
arcade 1-up. Arcade. Now type in 1-up. 1-up. No, 1-up. Arcade 1-up.
One up.
That first one. There you go. Now show the viewers. So they know.
Feel like that's it right there. That's what you guys were waiting for.
Yeah, that's
There you
it.
go.
That's so you can buy that. It's what is it? It's $700.
$700.
I don't know where you would put that. That's gotta be like a collector's.
No, you
thing.
put it in your fucking living room, dude.
Yeah, you just have a.
Or like your game room.
Yes, arcade machine there.
Yeah,
Dude, we wanted to buy my dad that for Christmas.
that's where you put it right there.
We actually looked one year when I was probably in what, 5th grade or some shit. My mom wanted to get my dad get him the actual arcade of
Okay.
this game because he would always play it at hockey when we went to hockey. So anytime you go to hockey arena, there's always an arcade.
Yeah.
And my dad would always play that game. He'd play that one and the Aerosmith one. Do you remember the Aerosmith one?
Vaguely.
It was basically a Terminator one, but you shot CDs.
Yeah. I
Shit.
do remember.
There's
that.
actually a lot of shit behind that game. I think we talked about it before. I watched a documentary where they talk about the making of that game. A lot of shit went into making this Terminator game. The same with the Aerosmith one. But anyways, so my mom wanted to get it for him, and so I don't think she understood that it was going to be like $3,000.
Yeah.
You know?
700.
So
no,
now-
this is like the 90s.
So now he can get it though.
now you can get it for 700, but back then it would have been the actual you would have to get the actual arcade.
$40 a
You know what I'm
month,
saying?
dog. I might get this
So-
motherfucker.
Really?
But it was cool because we went to these places that sold arcade games, like actual arcade units. You know, like there's one on
Big Top, or I know what you're talking
Big
about.
Games.
Big Games, yeah, on Van Dyke.
and yeah, and we went there.
Or
And we
Mount,
went one other place, and they let you play everything for free, like while we were there. Like, we just got to
Oh.
play all the games. So.
This was years ago, right?
Yeah,
Because that place isn't there anymore.
yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yep.
They still sell arcade games?
Yep.
Nice. Lucrative. You wouldn't think it would sell.
Probably doing bad now because shit like this is coming out. You know, affordable.
Which is kind of cool though.
Yeah, because that's like that unit's made of like shitty wood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
like it's like
plywood and
shitty
shit.
wood
Yeah.
put together with the computer components in it.
back in the day, those were like finely crafted. You
Yeah.
know? Like finely crafted pieces of machinery.
Yeah,
What was your favorite?
like that's gonna fall apart.
What
on
was
you.
your favorite arcade game that you would your go to?
I liked Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
But my favorite arcade game of all time was Point Blank.
Yeah, which we've also talked about on here. Probably.
Yeah.
But Point Blank was really sweet because it was like
Arcade.
It was a shooter that like really got the it really dialed in the accuracy of it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
that's all it was.
And it
was
had the
almost
click.
like a test.
It
for
had the click in the cockback that made it feel. It
I-
just felt good.
I'm
it
sure
felt
that's
good
what
to
it
shoot
was.
that gun.
I'm sure it was like a beta of like how to actually use that technology. Do you know what I mean?
I was having
that
a
was
real
why-
rough time with
That was why it was
with the searches this episode.
It's not easy.
It's not easy out here, dude.
Oh.
I'm gonna find this shit real quick.
He's using encrypted like browser. He's last
I'm
few
on
episodes.
Google right here.
he was like, dog, we got to use this browser. It's gonna be making us a bunch of crypto, and it's gonna be great, man. We're gonna use this. The FBI won't be able to see any of our searches.
What?
You just can't search anything.
You
Yeah,
can't find.
nothing's like on here. Point blank.
Found it.
It's a fucking board game. How did you find it?
He's like Enzo's like found it. Point blank. You know who made it? Goldstein. That's all his browser shows.
Oh shit! You guys just throw me under the bus over here.
No, you go to images now, Enzo. Always go to images.
Yeah, there's.
Boom. There you go.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Point blank.
Now show the viewers so they can see what we're.
No, that was probably you and Allison, my sister, fucking really got into that game.
Allison fucking.
Allison
whipped at it,
killed it
bro.
at that. You know what I liked was that Marvel versus Capcom.
Dude, great game.
That game was. I played that whenever Jake was at hockey. Actually, I'd go to his hockey games, and the rink you had that in the arcade, which was probably the opposite of how you found Point Blank, right? Did you find it at the hockey rink that I played at?
We found your sister introduced me
Yeah.
to it, and then it turned up at my hockey rink.
Oh, they ended
eventually.
up getting it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good arcade, though. That little Berkeley arcade.
Did you guys ever play X-Men?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
you
that
know
was
what
a
I'm
good
thinking of right now is Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons
Dude,
was
Simpsons,
I
Ninja
fuck-
Turtles, in
Ninja
the same
Turtles.
realm. Those are all in the same realm.
Yeah.
You know, X-Men, Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Simpsons, same like concept. You know where you can play all these? There's a bar in downtown Detroit. It's called Ready Player One.
Yeah, I really want to go there.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
Me and Melissa went there one day in the summer.
that came up like right when I stopped drinking. Like I remember that, and I think you got to kind of have a little bit of loot to go there. Is it expensive? No, just quarters.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went there. We each got a beer,
yeah,
and we just played video games.
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to check that out.
had a lot of good games too.
You probably
Didn't
need a
have Point Blank.
You probably need a Vax card to get in there now.
Yeah, probably.
sad.
Vax card to go play video games.
Yeah, so Joe Joe hit us up about going to a like an emo night concert thing at this place in Ferndale.
Okay.
It looked whack though.
And,
when I looked into it.
Yeah, but he was like, oh, we should all go to this. It'll be fun because it's like a MySpace emo prom night type theme.
Okay.
And I told Joe, I was like, yeah, you probably have to be vaxxed to go, and he like laughed. He's like,
And he
ha
was
ha
like,
ha ha.
"Ah."
And then like 5 minutes later, he's like, yeah, you do. I just went to their website.
What the hell?
I know.
And you went to a website and like it's not like you have to have a vax or like a test or something. They're like, no, you have to be vaxxed and show proof.
Dude, that shit's so fucking wild right now, man. And they're fucking punching at people's wallets with it. Like, they're like openly shaming people for it. Like, even like, I don't know if I should like say, but like my work's even getting sketchy about it. Like, yeah, it's just, it's so fucked how they're like sneaky. It's so fucking. How does everyone not see that they're just selling this drug? Like,
yeah,
I was at a work meeting and they were talking about it and they were like kind of shaming the stores that had problems with COVID or whatever. And I just wanted to be like, why aren't we worried about like our health anywhere else in national oh, I don't know how to say that, but my work and you know what I mean?
That.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know if like we should be talking about health and then the employees, or if we do, like, why don't we really talk about it and talk about it like what people should be doing to like stay healthy?
Because it's not about health.
I know it's not about health, man. And
Yeah.
it's just,
So I saw something showing that I guess in 2020 Pfizer made like $42 billion in profit in 2020. 42 billion with a B. In 2021 they made $82 billion.
I don't doubt it, man.
big money, man. Big money.
That's a big. Okay, so I saw this thing. I have no idea how it like relates to anything. Like I don't know if there's any truth behind it or any evidence behind it that backs it. But I just saw a TikTok where someone posted that basically they're saying like they work at the particle collider
CERN.
at CERN, and the post was just it was like a the post is like a video of the particle collider,
Okay.
like someone in the factory showing it, and then the text on it was saying, it says particle collider is changing the weather around the planet. I don't want to get fired.
What? Does that make you think about that tornado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's on the
does.
ground for like 4 hours.
Yeah, it destroyed like fucking 3 states. What was that? It was like
Kentucky,
Kansas?
Tennessee,
mind.
Kentucky, and
Big ass tornado
Yeah.
though. So this guy's saying he's like a whistleblower for CERN.
I don't know. I mean,
Saying, listen,
I don't
this-
think I don't even think it's saying that. I think it's so like it's so simple and anonymous. It's suggesting that. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying like the account's not saying like, hey, this is what I do. I'm whistleblowing. It's just like, hey,
CERN is causing
Yeah.
global warming.
weather manipulation.
Well,
here's this
Yeah,
post.
what else would they
Here's
do, and
this.
why would
It's
they?
saying
Yeah.
here's this post. Here's this post. Might be real, might be fake. What do you think? You know.
oh man. Yeah, I think that, dude, I've been looking into, so what got me popping off last episode or a couple episodes ago, we were talking about Blink-182 and Tom DeLonge. So I like went back into listening to like Tom DeLonge's like podcast on like Rogan and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like hearing what he's talking about, and it's all fishy. But
Oh yeah, I never listened to that one. I gotta
listen to that one. Yeah.
I heard it's real cringy.
it is cringy. And it's like,
In what way?
in just the way that he's just like full of shit, kind of like, I
Yeah,
don't-
he like being like, oh, I know all this information,
but I won't tell you.
but I won't tell you because you gotta sign up for my program.
Yeah.
You gotta join my pyramid scheme.
But that
Okay.
got me into like looking into like Bob Lazar's stuff, and like in Bob Lazar's, he dropped some hammers about fucking Project Looking Glass and shit like that, and the stuff that of the technology of like even CERN, what CERN could be actually doing and opening up gateways and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. Like, I kind of forgot why I brought that up right now, but it resonated with me when you were talking about CERN and the weather change, and then all those tornadoes happened. And
Real
like,
quick.
Yeah.
Look up at the screen. On the screen, you were talking about sixes last episode. Look at
Yeah,
the
that's
CERN
their
logo.
symbol.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's all sixes.
It's 666. That's what their symbol is.
Yeah, it's
Straight in front of us.
yeah, they're opening the gateway to hell.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about the what do you call it? The performance they did. Like the parade thing they put on, like the show they put on for
Yeah, what did
Certain
that
thing-
coincide with?
something. I think they do that like when they hit certain there it is right there. Oh, that's the longest rail tunnel. That's what that one was, the longest rail tunnel. But they did one for CERN, I think. Yeah, it's CERN Quantum Dance up, over. Yeah.
You see it? Yep.
I don't know. One of those.
They're opening gateways. They're opening.
Yeah,
gateways
like
and-
anytime they like build like a really big tunnel or something like that, they put on like these like performance pieces
Yeah, I mean, look at that one.
for like the opening of them. Yeah, and they're all like real fucked up and like demonic, and
Yeah, it's heavy.
but it's just art.
It's
Yeah.
funny that the guy said that it's changing the weather and how everyone's worried about the weather changing, and they're actually changing the weather. Like they're doing that, and they're also like,
Yeah,
they're also being like, no, we need to stop global warming
yeah,
They're creating a crisis.
because they know what they're doing. They're opening the
Yeah.
gateway to hell.
Well, they're bringing us to crisis. It's just like Yuri Bezmenov said they would. But yeah, they create this crisis. It's this weather.
What was
thing.
that you just slipped in there? Do I have to timestamp that?
No.
What was that?
Yuri Bezmenov. We talked about him before on the show. He's the Russian
He's the
spy
Ru-
who
yeah,
defected.
Okay.
Like,
Unless you slicked past that real quick. You slicked past that.
Yeah,
You're
no,
you're
I'll
bezzing
pull it
off
up.
and Adolf Hitler.
you got concerned real quick.
I was like, holy shit, what did you just say?
Yeah, I saw him thinking. He was thinking. And he went, wait a minute. Who?
This guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, but they,
Well, I mean, they're talking about like now they're saying like oh the weather is gonna give people heart attacks and shit.
yeah, what's that about?
You seen all those coming out?
Yeah, you were talking about that. That's just prepping for
That's prepping for all the
vaccine injuries.
Vaccine injuries.
Yeah.
And shit,
Can you say
know,
that?
so-
I don't know.
They're saying climate change is going to cause it and all these crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, climate change. Because I mean, climate change is the next thing. They gotta
But
go for
really,
it. That's going to be the next big crisis.
So check this.
Can't
It's
go outside.
science that is doing all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's doing all of the things that they, but at the same time, they're like, trust the science, trust
Yeah.
the science, trust the science.
yeah.
But
It's
God is
actually
bad.
like
God is bad.
witchcraft, bro.
God is bad.
Yeah.
It is witchcraft. It's fucking magic.
Like,
Dude.
obviously, their science can be used for good, but
Yeah.
you know,
But yeah, there's like
I've been looking
good
at
magic and dark magic.
I've been looking at reels a lot on Instagram, and like the reels put you in a spell.
yeah,
Like the reels do. There's like all these reels of like all these people doing like head bob dances. And
Yeah, I know what you're talking
everyone's-
about.
So I was at home by myself on Sunday, and I was just alone with my phone, and I got like sucked into Instagram reels, like
Yeah.
sucked in like real stupid, like. Because I looked on some filters. So as soon as you like search a filter, it changes your algorithm to like find that filter more. And I was trying to do one of those dances with Murphy and my bird. And
Yeah, they wanted you to participate in the ritual.
yes, and I did. And that's why.
You
And
enjoy
it's
it?
really good. You can check it out at
Yeah. So, but no, I think that
We lost the camera.
I had the idea. Yeah, I know.
It's all right.
I had an idea though that they're doing that. They're casting spells with that shit. They're getting everyone hooked into the thing, the forbidden fruit, and we're looking at them and we're doing dances and
Yeah. And now look at you.
yeah.
I'll take a fucking look at you.
I feel good though. Drinking my liquid death. You know what I mean?
Your liquid death, watching some
Yeah,
Instagram
watching
reels.
some reels, bro.
You know, the fucking works, bruh.
The fucking works, bro.
Shit. So yeah, the weather is gonna get gnarlier soon. Because of climate change.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Talking about we brought up Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes.
I saw a post that brought this up, and I didn't think about it until I
don't think
read
we
it.
brought it up, but you're bringing it up.
I brought
right
it up,
now.
called you.
Yeah, but I don't think we were on air when you did that.
No, I did. I'm pretty sure in here I call you a Dallas Buyers Club looking motherfucker.
Did you?
No, it wasn't on air.
Yes, it was. We'll see, right?
Yeah. Christmas off the rails.
Yeah.
That's what this episode's called.
So anyways, Dallas Buyers Club, if you haven't seen that movie, very good movie. But it's about an AIDS patient fighting the right to use like cheap, like effective medicine.
AZT? Or no.
I don't know what it is.
AZT is actually the medicine that's hurting them all, which is actually the
Yeah, so what I'm getting
Yeah.
to is it's about him trying to use like efficient medicine that's cheap, but he can't get it here in America. It's like been outlawed because there's a different type of medication that's being pushed by the government. And then so he's got to go to like Mexico or wherever he goes and gets it.
Mexico,
and
yeah.
he starts selling it to all these AIDS patients
on the
and
black market.
on the black market, and people are buying it up like fucking hotcakes because it's working, and the medicine that they're given is just making them more sick. And so he's like actually, and they're taking this medicine and it's helping them, and so it's about him getting like fucked for it, you know. But people, I think that movie won like awards and shit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
There's awards involved with the
100%.
Dallas Buyers Club. The bad guy in that movie is Dr. Fauci.
Yes.
They don't say it
Yep.
outright, Dr. Fauci, but he is the bad guy in that movie.
Yep. And all of the researchers that are backing AZT.
Yep.
AZT was a cancer drug that they started using for AIDS at low dosage because it was too toxic to use on cancer patients. So they used it at low dosage on AIDS patients, saying that it worked and it, you know, whatever. It was milding their symptoms, but it was
Yeah.
actually killing them slowly. And that's
Yeah,
real.
sucks.
I mean, there's a whole, like Jake just said, there's a whole ass film about that. Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, I know, it's heavy, man. It's heavy stuff. And that's the people that everyone's, I'm sure, like you, Enzo was just pulling up like Dr. Fauci chopping it up with McConaughey. You know?
Yeah, they had just, they were given like
He's
an
like,
interview.
get your, you know, I don't know. You got a McConaughey, Jake?
I don't have a McConaughey.
Okay, but he's like, you know, get the vaccines, and I'm sure they're talking about all that shit. But at the same time, that was the
I'll work on that though.
antagonist or protagonist,
movie.
antagonist in Dallas Buyers Club. Yeah, it's fucking heavy.
So while we're on the subject of cheeseburgers and stuff, let's see what happens. Vaccines. Michigan has experienced a surge in COVID, okay? And they're talking record numbers. That means they're saying a record number of COVID cases in Michigan right now. So that means we're the highest level of COVID cases since the
Ever.
entire pandemic, okay? So it's fucked up because they said that 62% of Michigan is fully vaccinated.
Yep.
All right, they're saying 62% is fully vaccinated. So that's so fucked up. How can we have more cases of fucking COVID in 2021 with a vaccine than we had in 2020 when there was no vaccine?
Well, it's because of you filthy unvaxxers. All right.
Yeah,
That's
clearly.
what it is. It's,
Clearly.
Yeah.
You guys are getting everyone sick around here.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll tell you what, I'm sick of it. All right.
You are?
I'm sick of
You're
it.
gonna go get it?
I already got it,
Oh,
bro.
you got yours?
Yeah, I was on Reels the other night for like 6 hours, dude. Left my house, went right to CVS,
Yeah.
said fucking shoot
Went to
me up.
CVS, bought a bandana, a gold chain, got my vax.
All set now, baby. Ooh.
You feel centered?
Yeah. I just dropped in my chair a little bit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Times are getting crazy, that's for sure, with this whole thing. I sent you guys a clip
Times have
today,
been
but
crazy.
Yeah, what was that you sent?
it was this woman who got in front of a congressional hearing.
I couldn't tell if that was the
yesterday.
chick you started talking to.
No.
I was like, I looked at it. I was like, damn, she's an older bro.
She's older, yeah. No. She was like a aerospace medicine doctor in the Air Force, and she was testifying to some committee in Congress about medical malpractice and how common it is and how much of a problem it is. And then she like segued into the cheeseburgers from there and was talking about like some experiences she had with working with soldiers and how many have gotten injured from it.
And on that, did you just hear like all the military just like let go like a bunch of people that refused the
Yeah.
vaccine? Like they were just like, all right, well, so we're now telling the people that serve the country that they can't serve the country because they haven't taken the shot. I mean, it's fucked up. What they do with soldiers and vaccines is fucked up on a whole nother
Period,
level
yeah.
because they just like shoot those guys up like just fucking lab rats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they're going to other countries and shit, they get just blasted with everything
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things she said was
because they're expendable.
she
There's
said
sorry, I was just let me since you're talking about military, there's I guess there's if you want to look into it, there's stuff about the Gulf War, like Gulf War syndrome or something,
Yeah.
or is that what it's called?
Gulf War syndrome. Yep. Let me pull it up.
So they were using new experimental vax in there, if I'm not mistaken.
For the Gulf War soldiers?
Yeah, and this Gulf War syndrome started popping up, and so there's some people that I don't
What's
know.
the
I don't know.
mainstream? Is the mainstream the fact that they got?
I don't know.
What was
This is something that the listener has to research into themselves.
Agent Orange, or not Agent Orange, but what was the Gulf War one? There was like some sort of chemical
gas,
weapon,
like a gas
Yeah.
or something.
like
yeah.
a bad chemical weapon that was being used.
But there's some people that say it could. What you're
I'm
seeing
looking
is
at it
side
right
effects
now.
from this vaccine they were
Yeah.
implementing.
I mean, dude, when you start looking at everything, man, you just start seeing doors open everywhere for that shit. Like all the connections to that stuff and people getting sick and masses. And I don't know, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm also the type of guy that was looking at those Anthony Fauci photos and McConaughey, and I'm like, is Matthew McConaughey Fauci's son? Like I was looking
You were
at him,
looking
I
at
was
that?
like, he kind of looks like him, same bloodline of some sort, but I don't know if that's true either. So that's
Who
just,
knows, man? A lot of them are related. It's crazy. You would be so surprised how many people in politics are related.
yeah, and movies for sure. That's that whole 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. There's always connected.
and
somewhere.
they all got black eyes.
They all
Yeah.
eventually get black eyes at some point and a boot around one of their feet.
We've been talking about this Black Eye Club for a minute now. I think it's
What is
time
it, Enzo?
to inform the listeners.
What
a
it,
little
I mean,
bit.
what do I think it is? Or I've heard all kinds of crazy theories on the internet. Like one theory is, like the whole have you heard of the reptilians?
No, Enzo.
Heard of the
Never
reptilian.
Where the fuck
You
does
guys
this
are
guy think
fucking
he
Secret
is?
Hideout
This is a
Podcast.
Secret Hideout Podcast, dude.
You new here, bro?
All right, so they say that I've seen some people say that it's like some sort of parasite that they put behind your eye.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but after watching that Altian Childs thing, what I think is it's in and also being in a fraternity and like thinking about like the
Pledging and
ritual
stuff, yeah.
and all that shit, like grips and all those things. Like thinking about it, I bet you it's no. I'm dead.
No, what
serious.
is
That-
grips? You just said
grips is like a handshake. Like there's
Oh, okay.
and so
what
that's
it's
how
called.
why I was identifying with everything that guy was saying, because I'm like, dude, I know exactly what they're they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's dive into that a little bit.
The Black Eye Club.
No, Enzo's
Well, real
Fraternity?
quick,
fraternity. But go ahead.
that's what I'm gonna tie it into. That.
Okay.
Okay. So in ritual, for example, I think, and especially that guy brings up all their rituals. They're like extremely embarrassing. They degrade you. They like hit you. They make you do all kinds of messed up things. And I bet you it's something where because they are always doing the all-seeing eye, where one eye needs to be dark and the other eye needs to be light. It's like something where they probably just get the shit beat out of them, and they have to.
You get socked in the face.
Yeah, like socked in the face, and then they get their ankle broken or like their foot broken or something, and they have to wear one of those boots. I know you guys have seen.
the boot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but do you want to talk about the fraternity?
Yeah, a little bit. I just little so did you what was your fraternity like? Like what? Like was it considered a big fraternity? Is it a small fraternity? Has it got some history to it?
My fraternity is the biggest one in the country.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah, it's the biggest
Okay.
one in the country. And
We got an insider here, dog.
Yeah,
we
I
got
mean,
an insider.
I renounce it.
Okay.
You know, I renounce that in Jesus' name. All right, anyway. So
Getting
yeah,
real on here.
yeah, it's the biggest fraternity in the country, and
So is it at every college?
almost. I mean, it's at a lot of them.
Okay.
That's how it's got the most.
And they're
members
popular
stuff.
at every college?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, so anyways,
I mean,
how far does it date back?
sometime like either in the early, I think it's like 19 something, 1900s, very early like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 1901.
Do you know what the big what is like the most popular other than yours?
So there's Sigma Chi. There's tons. I mean,
Okay.
but I just know that Sigma Phi Epsilon has the most members, and it's the largest fraternity like in the country, and it's.
Okay. Now are you gonna get some people coming to your door now that you mentioned it? Are you worried about that at all?
Because I
don't know
haven't
how
given up any like things. I haven't given up
not
any
yet.
secrets.
So that's
like,
what we're gonna get
you
into.
know what I'm saying?
No.
There's things to give up though. Like
Yes.
without
There are
without
things to
diving
give
into
up.
them on air.
Yes.
There's things.
Not bad things, but like there are things to give up. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of anybody getting retaliated on? Has anyone ever like denounced it like you have, or
I know one other guy that has, but
have you ever heard any stories about people giving away the secrets and bad things happening to them? Or
No,
is this-
because-
do they scare you with that or anything?
well,
or-
no, because unlike Freemasonry, which is like straight up will kill you, they say like we can, these are the penalties. Like
Yeah.
the penalty in mind for giving up any of the secrets is just like ostracization, like shunning, basically. That's the only penalty.
Now, say you gave up secrets on here,
Yeah.
right? And one of your fraternity brothers hears this. Can he? Can you get blacklisted? In a
Yeah,
way,
I'd be blacklisted.
No, now can you get blacklisted in a way of saying like, all right, you go you go apply for a job, and the guy interviewing you
Is this SIG app?
is a SIG app, and
Yeah.
is your name? Does he now know your name?
Probably
maybe?
not, unless it's like way more than I ever thought. I mean, if it's like that
You
deep,
just said it was like the biggest fraternity.
it is. But the thing is, like,
Jim's like,
I know, but I'm saying
hey,
like,
that boy Enzo ain't gonna be here next week.
I put you on the desk,
No, it's all right. He knows how to choke people out.
yeah, dude, no one's
which is a
coming
good
for me.
reason. Yeah. No,
But so there is a ritual, and there
I
are
wanna-
things
I want to
that.
know what the secrets are.
Secrets?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to like tell
I
them on
understand
air,
that.
but I
That's
would,
fine.
like
I get it.
the thing is, like, thinking back, so I know there is a ritual. I know they talk about different things, and I know that there's a handshake.
That's what
grip,
I wanna
and
get
a
into.
password, like
I wanted to get into. Did
know?
you experience like hazing and
a
shit?
little bit, but it wasn't bad. It was for me like hazing was
Growing up with me.
no, yeah. Jim was hazing me more than yeah, exactly.
Growing up with me, Big Dick Jim.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
No, I mean,
Hey, I'm back.
drinking a lot, and then there were some times where we did like some blindfolding, and then like they would take you
Sucking
someplace.
dick.
No, not that. But they would like take you someplace. Like one time we were like they blindfolded us, and we went through like these deep woods, and we like couldn't take off our blindfolds. We had no like fucking clue what was going on, and just stuff like that. And then like drinking a lot, and
Okay.
that's pretty much all it amounts
yeah,
to.
some college shit.
Yeah, college shit.
But you did have to go through. Is it a form of humiliation though? Is that what these are? These hazing rituals in
what
college
I'm
fraternities?
thinking of it as is like
Secret
there's
societies?
levels to this shit,
Yeah, what
right?
do you mean?
So like there's levels to this shit. Like maybe you're in the biggest fraternity,
Yeah.
but the level that you were at wasn't like
Low.
it was low.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the Masons or whatever.
You were
they
a
have
fucking
they have
paycheck.
front. Dude. Yeah, like I was a neophyte. You know what I mean? That's what they say, like in the ritual. You're like, it's like an uninitiated member.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We have an episode on this. I don't know if we can get into it now because we got to wrap this up pretty soon. But we should definitely
We can definitely talk about
we
it more.
should unravel the on Secret Hideout because it's a secret hideout. I mean, we're talking about secret places and secret things here.
Talk about
dude.
secret things. I'm Big Dick Jim,
I'm Big Dick Jim here.
and I'll give you the scoop on all the frats in America. Shit.
No, but for real. I mean, I want to talk more.
We will.
Or like whatever you're comfortable with, obviously, you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
being the fact that you were involved in a low level of this whole thing that we're talking about
Yeah.
every episode here is this like giant fraternity that we're
Yeah.
pretty sure exists, and we can all agree.
Well, we
on.
know it exists.
We know
Yeah,
it
we
exists.
do.
Yes.
It's proven because
Yeah.
everybody knows somebody whose uncle or dad,
Yeah. For sure.
you know, is a 22nd
Yeah.
degree. You
Yeah.
know,
and I
Freemason.
feel like these colleges were just like,
yeah, they're
let me get the
they're
best people that are going to be
yeah.
the
I
ones
mean, it's
that
like
are
the
going to be the
skull
ones
and
that
it's the
advance.
skull and
how many
crossbones.
of these people you think in the fraternity
Bones?
end up joining like masonry and stuff?
Oh, dude, people that are like into it
Yeah.
at prestigious schools, probably a lot.
But what
You
about
know,
like through like
even at
the
my
people
school,
you knew?
there were
Yeah.
guys that I was like I mean, I was like into it. They were like some of my buddies and stuff, and I like, you know, I felt sentimental about it. But there were guys that were just like fucking into it, man. They were like, that was their whole life. Everything they did, they had to like do all the everything, community service, philanthropy. They had to be like totally involved, networking. You know, I'm sure their jobs that they got were, you know, from that. Like
Yeah,
there were
for
guys that
sure.
were super into it. You know, I wasn't that into it. I was like, some of my buddies are in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. Like I had some good times, but
yeah,
it just makes me realize that
you put
that's
an
exactly
oath or
what they're
something.
doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that the way I had it was like sanitized. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah, because you weren't
It's
ready
like,
to
wouldn't be socially acceptable at a college
Yeah.
to do what they do.
you weren't ready to drink the blood and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like
Yeah.
they're at their meeting. They're like, Enzo's not ready for this one. We'll walk him out in the woods with the boys, and
Yeah.
we'll take. But Todd said he's fucking down for it. So we're gonna take Todd to the fucking basement of.
yeah.
It wasn't
Of-
like that. It was like more. There were just guys that would go on to advance to like higher levels, like
I'm telling
beyond
you, in
college
those
and
higher
stuff.
levels, they're going
They're
in some
probably-
basements with some stones and
Hey,
doing some
they
fucking
might have.
dark magic.
But when I was in school with them, like I didn't see it. The only thing I knew was, bro, this kid's like obsessed. He's gonna like try to, you know, take over the world. He's like networking. He's going
Do
with
you
all these like
think-
things.
Do you think that there's been, because you would think that there would be like undercover, like there's got to be people out there that are like, all right, I want to get to, maybe they just can't though. I want to say like there's got to be undercover of getting into like prestigious ones like Skull and Crossbones or Skull and Bones, whatever it's called. Skull and Bones, right?
Yeah,
Probably,
Skull and
yeah.
Bones.
Probably
That, like,
born into like a
president-
family that
Yeah, but you would think that like there's got to be people that are trying to get into this to expose things and shit. And like, are there people that have, but you just don't hear about them anymore?
Yeah, 'cause
you know what I'm
they
saying?
got-
Like they're gone.
Yeah, like next week when Enzo's gone.
yeah, I'm gonna be murked out.
Call Enzo. He's all of a sudden the text thread stops. I'm like, what's going on here, dude? I haven't gotten anything. I haven't gotten any
Yeah.
gab threads in the last 2 days. What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy though. I mean, it really is, and it's weird that you connect with this stuff too now.
It's just like I can see what, I mean, especially that guy's video. I can just see what these guys would be doing in these meetings. You know, they have a meeting.
Yeah. So Tripley brought up I listened to an episode today. It was funny because I was like trying to find something to listen to, and I wanted to get into secret societies, and like I was trying to find like devil worshipry and like occult shit. And I went on Tripley's playlist, and I noticed I skipped there was an episode I missed like 4 episodes back that I didn't even see. And it popped up, and it was about the occult and secret societies.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that's fucking weird. Like,
I think I might have
I
listened
missed
to it.
it. And he had two guys on it that were part of two separate secret societies, and they were just talking about their experience with it. And like, one was for OTO, which is like the Ordo Templi Orientis, or whatever. But basically, he's just saying like they're saying like these things exist, these secret societies exist, and like you can just go and join them.
Yes,
You know, like you just go like you can go to the website right now.
but to
Like
rank up,
They have a website.
I think you have to put a lot of time in.
You got to put exactly. You put a lot of time into it, and you got to put money into it and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Bro, look at that symbol, the top symbol right there.
but yeah, so he's just saying that like anybody, like, you can go and join. It's about the work you put into it.
What is that the symbol of?
This secret society that Jake just was mentioning, it's the Order of the Temple of the East.
Oh, look at that symbol. Just go back to that.
Yeah, it's
European Freemasons.
all-seeing eye right there.
Yeah, like they have like a website you can just go to right now, and like it has like a how to become a member section in it. You know.
It's all the whole world is just a bunch of secret societies,
Yeah.
and this is one here at Secret Hideout Podcast.
Yeah, you gotta get invited on, or you can just email us and ask, and we'd probably have you on. So
That's very true.
if you want to be on the show,
It's very true.
just let us know.
There's a handshake though,
There is a handshake.
and a password.
Yeah,
Yeah.
secret saying.
It all involves Jim's dick.
And that bandana.
That bandana.
Mr. Big Jim Dick. What was it? What's his name? Big Dick Jim.
Big Dick Jim. I wanted the reason I was trying to get into like find something about the occult and everything is because like I was getting into an argument with a person at work, and they were telling me, because I was bringing up this person at work he's always shitting on Christianity, right? And he's gay, and so he's always like, oh, those Christians are assholes and they don't like me and blah blah blah. And so like he's always shitting on Christianity, right? And I just like I got sick of it, because I got sick of the fact of how we talked about before, how like that's all that gets attacked, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I don't care that he's shitting on Christianity, like, do what you want, man. But it was the fact that that's the only one he attacks, and so I called him out on it, you know? And I was like, why do you only attack Christianity?
What do you say?
And he's like, well, they're the ones that make my life hell. And I was like, okay. He's like, they don't like me. And I was like, neither do any other religions.
Yeah, you
Man,
talked about this on here.
Yeah. And so
last week or the week before.
so we got into it again about it, right? Like,
yeah.
because he brought it up again. So I brought it up again. I was like, you see, you're only attacking Christianity again. And he was like, oh, I hate all organized religion. And I was like, well, then why are you scared to bring up any other religion then?
Yeah.
Because
And
you
he's
can't.
like, I'm not, and I was like, well, then why don't you go on your Facebook and write something about Islam then?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, I wouldn't do that. And I was like, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You can't.
You wouldn't,
Yeah.
like, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that, bro. You would get
Exactly.
shamed for doing that. You put up something about Christianity, you'll get a bunch of likes, But in that argument, though, he brought up, he was like, talking about how Christians are such shitty people and blah, 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 because they don't like gays and everything. And then he brought up about the Church of Satan. And he was like, oh, the Church of Satan is like the only religion that's actually good. He's like, they don't believe, they're the only religion that doesn't believe in like hurting children and stuff. And I was like, no, bro, like they do. And he's like, no, they don't. He's like, that's like one of their things, like thou shalt not do harm to children and everything. And I was like, yeah,
okay.
dude, that's like fucking fake. Like what you're talking about like the Church of Satan in like fucking Detroit.
Yeah. It's,
Right? You're talking about like Anton LaVey's fucking PR stunt
Correct.
of Church of Satan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, it's cool, it's hip, it's we accept everybody. Like you're not talking about the deep level shit.
Exactly.
And it's like that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is, because now like the Church of Satan and Satanism is like cool and hip now, like in our culture, like all these TikTokers and Instagrammers, like it's like hip to be into Satan and to be in the Church of Satan and everything.
Yeah.
Look at these people.
And they all think, and the problem is those people, they think they are looking at the religion of it, and they're seeing like it says, like, thou shalt not do any harm to children, and like thou shalt accept everybody and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? They're buying into the glamorization of it, the fakeness of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sanitized version of what it really is.
Yeah, like you can do that with like Catholicism. You can do that with any of them. There's like a sanitized, public, washed version of them
Correct.
that makes everyone, accept it, even though deep down it's rooted in some probably some wild shit.
Like, look at this article. Everything you know about Satanism is wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Because they're putting it out there.
I know.
They're making people join.
Willingly or unwillingly.
Willingly.
I'm saying I think both.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah,
unwillingly,
for sure.
It's like these
Yeah, I mean, because
rituals and things that they're
Exactly.
doing that they don't even know are actually rooted in like dark magic.
yeah, sitting on their TikTok, getting in a trance, watching a meta video, getting in a trance, getting on the meta, being in the trance.
Yep.
Yeah, and with
Like,
that,
I think what they're doing is it's honing in on people that feel, it's kind of like saying, like, are you a rebel?
Yeah.
Are you hip? Do you feel like an outsider? Thing is, you probably are, and that's what makes you badass. Come down and join the Church of Satan.
I'm clipping that.
And and so what it does is it makes these people feel accepted and cool and hip and like edgy, right?
Yeah. Well, especially people who never.
But and so it makes them, it feels they might have grown up in a Christian town or a Christian household, and so it makes them feel like I'm rebelling. Right? They might not even believe in it. They might not even believe in God or the devil or anything like that, right? But they're doing it just as a rebellion to it. But I feel like that once they give to it, it's feeding some type of power, right?
Yeah.
It's feeding something.
Because it's the real shit at that point, like
Their
it's not these
energy towards
people
it.
walking around with like mohawks like I have on the screen, or like, it's actual people who believe in like magic and do dark magic and shit.
Yeah. And those people are looking at the people that we're looking at like you fucking peons.
Yes.
Do my
exactly.
bidding.
Yeah.
Do what I need you to do. Go loot and fucking go burn down a city, like,
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't take innocent life.
Merry Christmas. Guys.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Joy, that's what we're here for. Joy and liquid death, Satan talk. How Santa and Saturn, Saturn, same thing. What is the connection of Santa and Saturn?
I don't know.
Oh,
there
did
one?
we just
Oh,
bullshitting
here
that
we
at the
go.
beginning?
Yeah, I was just
Saturn is known as the Slayer god.
Oh,
This
really?
thing. Yeah, look at what I got
Yeah.
on the screen.
Look at that. That's up there already. Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Jeez.
I mean, like we brought up before about how like Santa Claus is like your first big, mass conspiracy theory
Yeah. And
that everybody's involved in.
I know you were bummed about it last time, but it does root in paganism.
What is?
Santa
No one was
Claus.
bummed about
I wasn't
it.
bummed about that.
Yeah. Well, you were like, it's now. You're like, now it's a Christian thing.
Yeah, I was just saying, putting that out in the reference of like how it's in bad taste for a Jewish person to
Understandable.
attack it
Yeah.
because it is known that it's a Christian
Holy day, holiday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get everything's paganism, like, because
Yes.
didn't we talk about how everything was like witchcraft and everything like that before?
You mean like how they
Jesus?
said the calendar goes back 4,000 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it is all paganism.
Yep.
And what you know what? Real quick.
But what does that even mean though? Like when someone says that, when someone's like, oh well, actually it's paganism. It's like, okay,
I don't know what that means.
what is that?
Odin
So
and like Thor and shit, or is it like
so what?
there's many different types of gods like Thor, Odin, all that stuff. But
Isn't
are we
that
talking
Nordic?
about pagan? Yeah, Nordic. Isn't that the same thing though?
I don't know.
I don't think
Or
so.
is paganism
Paganism's
like
more like
actually the
witchcraft, isn't it?
magic and witchcraft and
Yes,
shit?
Yeah.
I think so. But
Luciferianism and shit.
yes, that's where I think paganism really roots from.
Yeah.
I think it's like, and that's why it's like I was just reading. I started reading the Da Vinci Code again, or listening to it rather, and he talks a lot about pagans. But like he's shedding it in a light like the pagans. They were great. They worshipped women and all this stuff, but really they were like doing dark magic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It
Like,
says
what to say.
says paganism refers to authentic religions of ancient Greek and Rome, which I don't know if
I
believe
thought Christians
that.
were involved in paganism though.
I don't know. Why do you say that?
I don't know. I just always thought they
It
were.
roots out of paganism.
Well, it's because what happened is like Christianity spread through a bunch of lands that were already practicing paganism. So as people adopted Christianity, they didn't let go of all their like cultural traditions right off the bat. So, you have like probably some people that when Christianity was coming to them, they still retained some of their like.
So wait, did
old
Christians go
gods.
and slaughter pagans? Is that what the
There's
story
a
is?
story of that, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it did happen, but
Isn't that like kind of where like the sects of Christianity come from too? Is like Lutheran and stuff. Like, aren't Lutherans
Lutherans
more
happened
pagan?
because
So like
no,
pagans
no,
were like
no. No.
hey Christians, like we got this cool holiday where we like worship around a tree.
We sit
and
around a tree, yeah,
and
like
we give
Yule.
presents to everything. And
Yeah.
Christians were like, not anymore, you fucking deviants.
Yeah.
slice.
I see, and that's the thing. I don't
Because
really
they're-
know if
they're-
that's how it
they're-
was.
Because their presence in worshiping were like stealing the souls of children.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it was
Maybe,
like
yeah.
it was taking the like it's
Yeah.
like the same thing that's happens with Christmas now. Is it like slowly steals the souls of the children?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that's just it's just
It's
what
hard
it
to
is.
say, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to paint it with a bright brush.
It's hard to say. Well, the thing is,
I mean,
funny
don't get me
is-
wrong. Christmas is bullshit now.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Well-
think that just because like we're like talking about that show like Santa Inc. that we're like, oh, how dare they fucking talk about Christmas?
Yeah.
No.
Christmas is the best.
Yeah.
No, it's just about the fact of why it's just bullshit that one group can do it.
No,
to
it's
another
just
group.
hypocritical. It's just
Yeah.
more hypocrisy that is just obvious. And it's just, woke garbage too. I mean, not to mention. And when you watch that trailer, I finally
I
watched
do
that
like
trailer
Christmas
too.
though. It's bullshit, but I do like it.
I like Christmas too,
It's
man.
cool.
Hey,
It's our Western culture. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
I'm down.
you know?
I give it up to the pagan god and do the rituals.
Yeah,
and-
you would, you fucking
Yeah.
sellout shill.
That's why I have my
You
Christmas hat
health
on.
department bandana wearing motherfucker.
Oh, let's wrap this motherfucker up.
Yeah. So everyone, we hope you have a good Christmas
Yeah,
or had a
most
good
definitely.
Christmas or whenever you're listening to this. But like always, don't listen to a word we say because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and do your own research because obviously we don't know what the fuck we're talking about with paganism and shit like that at all.
I thought Lutherans were pagans. I was convinced, and then I was about to cop, and I was about to be like, I'm Lutheran, so
So you're about to be more pagan.
I'm more pagan than you guys.
So Jim, why don't you get him with the smoke real quick?
Yeah, check us out on YouTube and subscribe to this Secret Hideout podcast. If you got anything to donate, it'd be awesome to hit up our Venmo, which is Secret Hideout. It'd be awesome, so we could get some new cameras in here, so we're not losing cameras every 5 seconds, and make our lives easier.
Yeah. If you're hip to any like religious type stuff, whether it's paganism, Christianity, Lutheranism,
Lutheranism is Christianity. It's part of Christianity.
whatever.
Bullshit.
Okay, Mormon, fucking, you're a Satanist. You want to come talk about it? Come on. Hit up Jim. Hit
Yeah,
up
yeah.
Big Dick Jim.
Hit me up in them DMs.
He'll probably bully you though.
Yeah, it's part of the ritual.
And so Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, peace, everyone. Thanks.
Peace.